Hello, welcome back to the Visible Audit. This channel exists for one reason only: to help business owners stop losing customers to competitors already dominating page one on Google before the conversation even begins. See, most businesses do not have a service problem, they have a visibility problem. If buyers cannot find you when they are actively searching for your services, Google is simply handing those customers to someone else. So on this channel, we do live website audits and real Google searches to expose the visibility leaks, conversion leaks, and ranking opportunities most business owners never even realize are costing them leads. Here's how the process works. First, we randomly choose a local business niche. Then we randomly choose a state. After that, we perform a live Google search exactly like a real customer would. However, we use keywords everywhere to identify the actual high-intent search phrases buyers are typing into Google when they are ready to hire or purchase. Then we usually look for businesses sitting around page 2 of Google because these companies are often very close to major growth but are still invisible to most buyers. From there, we break down what they are doing right, what is hurting their rankings, what competitors are doing better, how their homepage could convert more visitors into actual leads, and what simple enhancements could help improve both visibility and conversion performance. Now, in these public audits, we usually focus mostly on the homepage for educational purposes. But in a full website monetization review, we would analyze the entire site structure: service pages, metadata, conversion flow, authority positioning, keyword targeting, and overall search footprint. The goal is simple: help businesses build page one visibility so competitors stop intercepting buyers online. So let's spin the wheel, choose today's niche, and see which business we're auditing today. And if you're a business owner watching this and want a website monetization review for your own company, check the link in the description down below. All right, welcome back to another local SEO audit by iRankFast. Let's find a niche for us to target. Remember, if you have a website that you want to have monetized so you can start converting more of the traffic you already get, and you want to stop your competitors from stealing your customers before the conversation even begins, I highly recommend you see the link in the description down below so you can claim your free website review. Let's see where we're going today. All right, let's go HVAC company again, and let's get a location. Georgia. All right, HVAC company in Georgia. Let's go to Google. All right, so I'm going to start off with HVAC company Georgia. And we're just going to see what comes up for that. So that's not the right search because it has no volume and no CPC, which means it's not a buyer intent phrase. We're going to see, air conditioning repair Atlanta. Wow, that looks really good. Best HVAC companies in Atlanta. Anyone who's typing best HVAC companies in Atlanta is very motivated. They want whoever Google recommends as the best or whoever's optimized for that phrase. So that's actually the one we're going to target. Best HVAC companies in Atlanta gets 210 searches a month, and other companies are paying $12.89 a click. That's not a guarantee of leads. That's just what they're willing to pay to get traffic to their site, because they know if they can get the traffic, they will get qualified leads and turn that into real money. So that's the one we're going to go for. We're going to get off of page one because these guys get all the traffic already. We're going to go to page two, where companies are on the verge of major growth but are still invisible to most buyers. So right off the bat, this one right here, PV HVAC, all they have to do is change up their meta title and their meta description so that Google can say, oh, these guys are the best answer. They would put PV heating, right? So their company is PV heating, cooling and plumbing. All right. So all they have to do is keep that how it is, and instead of a colon, put a hyphen and then put best HVAC companies in Atlanta. That's all they'd have to do. And then in their meta description, they could put looking for the best HVAC companies in Atlanta? Question mark. That should always be first. And then it should be, something that they offer, you know, offering high quality heating, air conditioning, and plumbing services. Call for an appointment now. Okay. Not book your appointment today. Booking requires time and people don't want to waste time. But if you say call for an appointment now, that's leading them to what you want them to do. Put a colon and then you want to have the phone number. Okay. That is all they'd have to do to fly to page one. That's all they'd have to do. And they would start getting actual conversations booked. But let's just check out their website. Oh my God. These guys have a lot going on. And unfortunately, they're missing the boat by a long shot. So right off the bat, they're using their header as showing their faces and putting their, cool, I do want to commend them for having blue in the header. Blue represents trust. It is the number one, symbol of trust. However, they're not utilizing this space correctly. It would be better to have this image aligned more to the right. And then in the center, they put, looking for the best HVAC companies in Atlanta, question mark, right? Bold white writing with maybe, some kind of illuminated background and, so that the content stands out. That needs to be in the center. Then under that, they should have a button that says, get a free estimate now. Okay. Or, get an appointment now. All right. Orange background, white writing. Same with the book now button. No one wants to book. Okay. Orange background, white writing, solid. No hover color, no blue in the background. It should just say, get started now. Okay. You got to guide people. The next thing is they don't have a home tab, and most people don't know they can click on the actual logo and go back to the home page. So people are coming into this website from all sorts of different pages. I will commend them and say it's great that they have a page for every one of the services. That's very smart, but they don't have a home page. They don't have a home tab. Because they don't have a home tab, they're not converting as much traffic as they could that actually lands on their website. And they're missing about, 40 to 50% of conversions that they could get. Okay, now let's scroll down. So their actual headline doesn't start until right here. And that's, again, a huge waste of time, a huge waste of space. They're putting their book service online and just a phone number down here that no one even really knows it's clickable unless you run your mouse over it. I would put, get started now as the button, orange background, white writing. And then I would say, or call now. And then I'd make this a blue underline link. Okay. And then coming down here again, no one wants to watch your videos. No one has an air conditioning outage in Atlanta and says, I want to go watch videos. No, they come to your website because they want to be led to how can they contact you. So this needs to change. I would not put watch now. I'd replace that with get started now. And again, take them to a place where they could fill out a form for a call back. Okay. Instead of home comfort made simple, it's, why let's see, something like, why we're voted one of the best HVAC companies in Atlanta. Again, keeping the phrase to match their SEO would tell Google that they deserve page one placements. Again, schedule service online should be an actual button. It should be an orange background, white writing, solid color, no hover. And it should say, schedule service now. That's what it should say. Schedule service now. Okay. Or get service now. Get service now would be the better answer. Okay, coming down here, anywhere that you can click on something and go to a page, you want to, again, just have it solid orange background, white writing, and have, again, the name of the service and have it solid, have it appear here and not just be something where I hover over and then it appears. Okay, schedule service, orange background, white writing, and a button. Honestly, guys, I'm going to rate this like a 4 out of 10. They are seriously missing the point of SEO, and they're missing the point of conversion optimization. They're really not, doing a great job on this website. And that's why they rank page 2. They're never going to show up on page 1 for high buyer intent phrases. Another thing too, their homepage is so large. It's way too big, way too much going on. They could eliminate so much of this and put this on other pages. And it just keeps going and going. It's just, no one wants to scroll forever. Okay. You want to basically accomplish all your goals in the top and then no more than that. You want to have 3 scrolls to the bottom of the page. At most, if you have a lot to say, 5 scrolls. That's it. 3 to 5, but never more than that. They have so many. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's way too much. That's overkill. That's why Google's not putting them on page 1. Even if they put SEO on here, they're not going to get page 1 because Google's like, this is overkill. We don't want, that's not a best answer website. Your best answer should be accomplished in the first 3 scrolls. If you need a little bit more info on there, fine. 5 scrolls max. So guys, if you have an HVAC website that looks like this or is similar to this, please follow my advice so you can start converting more of the traffic that you already get into customers. You're leaving money on the table. If you're tired of your competitors ranking above you and stealing your customers because you know you're the better business, see the link in the description down below. Submit your website for review. I'll be happy to do it. It's no cost, no obligation, and you will know right away how to clean up your site so you can start getting more of those customers in the door. I'll be back again later with another Visible Audit. Smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, turn on notifications so you don't miss any more of these local SEO audits. Cheers.